last week we had an opportunity to go and visit some of the kids at the hospital, and I mean, really, it's overwhelming. I actually got emotional while I was there, just seeing these families going through such a challenging time, and it was great that we were able to kind of go and spend some time and sign some autographs and hopefully cheer them up, give them something to look forward to, and at the same time, really for me at least, appreciate my health that I have and the health of my family. And I have a young son. Actually, today is his 1-year birthday, so I can relate to having a young one, and I can only imagine what those families go through. So it was emotional for me, but it definitely makes sure we assess how blessed we all are to be healthy, and when we are lucky enough to be healthy, and really just be thankful for that.
What was the reaction of the kids? How did they feel about having the women's softball Olympic team there with them? Talk to me a little bit about their reaction.
It was a mixed bag. You know, some of the kids I think were intimidated by us a little bit. Those that knew who we were sort of, whoa, you know, that's an Olympic team. And some of the kids were the others were very humble and just kind of quiet, and you know, that's what we expected. You know, they sort of prepared us as we went in to make the visit that you're going to get a total gamut of emotions, and some of them this was a big deal. You know, they hadn't been out of their rooms in X amount of days, weeks, and this was a big event for them to come and meet the women's softball team, and that means something special to us to know that we can have that impact on these young people.
Very nice. And tell me about, you just had a little injury.
Coincidence, yeah. We were in the weight room, and I had a run-in with the box, you know, deal for plyometrics, and gashed my shin open, and I asked for DERMABOND, and they didn't have any, so I had to go the traditional stitches, but I was a little upset.
Well, we're glad to have you here. You played a great game today. What do you want to do? What's your goal ahead for the softball team?
Well, the ultimate goal, obviously, for us is to get another gold medal and to play our best in Beijing this summer. But also, you know, there's a broader picture of growing the sport, of really getting the energy and the excitement for the game around the world going, so that we can get back in the Olympics for 2016. So it's dual. You know, the primary purpose is for us to prepare and play our best softball, but we're also hopefully inspiring a lot of young people to do big things with their lives.
And one last question, if you don't mind. We're partnering with Safe Kids, and it's all about injury prevention, and you mentioned you have that 1-year-old. How do you feel about kind of being sponsored by and partnering with the Safe Kids organization?
I think it's great. I think, you know, we represent a quote-unquote combat sport. I mean, you wouldn't think of it, but it's definitely a dirty sport, and you look at anybody's shins and knees, everyone's got scars and bruises and things, and you know, for the young generation, it's not just about sports being safe, but it's also just in life in general. I mean, there's a lot of things out there you got to be cautious of, and I think it's a great partnership that USA Softball and Johnson & Johnson, DERMABOND are really making.